Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to Dear Listeners. This is Sunita Rawat, and today I want you to just sit back and relax and listen to something that might feel very close to your life. You know, there are some people who don't even realize when they stop choosing themselves. It doesn't happen in one big moment, it happens slowly, in small decisions, small adjustments, small sacrifices. And today, I want to tell you about someone like that. Her name was Nana. Now, if you met her, you would probably say, wow, she has everything sorted. She managed her home, her work, her relationships, everything. Always smiling, always calm, always available. But you know what's interesting? If you looked a little closer, you would notice something. She was always there for everyone else, but never really there for herself. Her mornings started early before anyone else even woke up. She would quietly get up, prepare breakfast, pack lunches, get everything ready, then rush to work, finish her responsibilities, come back home, and start all over again. Helping everyone, listening to everyone, solving everyone's problems, and somewhere in all of this, her own needs quietly moved to the end of the list. Now, the thing is, at first, it didn't feel wrong. In fact, it felt right. It felt like responsibility. It felt like love. If her child needed her, she was there. If her partner needed support, she adjusted. If work demanded more time, she gave it. And she would finally tell herself, I'll rest later. I'll think about myself later. I'll do what I want later. But you know how later works, right? It keeps moving. Days turn into months, months turn into years, and one day you don't even remember what you were waiting for. And that's exactly what happened with Nana. She got so used to putting herself last that she stopped asking herself a very simple question: what do I want? One evening, after a long, tiring day, she finally sat down. The house was quiet, no noise, no demands, no responsibilities calling her name. And in that silence, a thought came: what do I actually want? And she paused because she didn't have an answer. Not because she didn't want anything, but because she had stopped asking herself that question a long time ago. And that realization felt heavy. Imagine that, living your life for years and then suddenly realizing you don't even know what makes you happy anymore. The next day, everything was the same: same routine, same responsibilities, but something inside her had shifted. She started noticing things. When she felt tired, but still said yes, when she rested, but chose work, when she wanted a break, but ignored it, and for the first time, she didn't ignore it. She just noticed. A few days later, something small happened. Her friend called and said, let's meet this weekend. Now, earlier, she would have immediately thought, what about the house? What about the pending work? What about everything else? But this time, she paused and asked herself, do I want to go? And the answer was simple: yes. And you know what she did? She didn't overthink. She just said, okay. It was a small decision, very small, but it felt different. That weekend, she stepped out, not as someone responsible for everything, not as someone managing everything, but just herself. And something surprising happened. Nothing fell apart. The house was fine, the work was fine, everything continued. But she felt lighter. And in that moment, she understood something important. Taking time for yourself is not selfish, it's necessary. After that, her life didn't change overnight. She didn't become perfect. There were still days when she slipped back into old habits. But now she had started including herself. Slowly, she made small changes, saying no sometimes, taking breaks without guilt, doing things she enjoyed. Not big changes, just honest ones. And slowly, she started feeling like herself again. Not just someone's mother, not just someone's partner, not just someone managing everything, but a person with her own thoughts, her own needs, her own space. And maybe this is something we all need to hear, that while taking care of everything, we also need to take care of ourselves. Because if you keep putting yourself last, one day you might forget where you even belong. Now tell me, dear listeners, do you also put yourself last sometimes? When was the last time you did something just for yourself? And what is one small thing you can do for yourself today? If this story touched your heart, do share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more such stories, just write more stories. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to dear listeners. I'll meet you again with another story. Till then, take care of yourself because you matter too.